Hey there, it's Bernardo, and you're watching VSCode with me. And just before I'm leaving for holidays, Google just released their own agentic IDE too. And I wish I didn't have to rush to do this, but here I am. I'm going to do a review on Antigravity, as some people asked. So, by the way, if you watch this channel and you want me to do a video about the tool, just leave a comment. I got notified about Kini CLI because people commented on my videos. Now all my friends, as soon as Google released Antigravity, they were all like, hey, Google just released that. When is the video coming out? So yeah, everybody that watched, thank you so much for watching. And I really like when people suggest something for me to record. So yeah, without further ado, let's take a look at Antigravity. So Google released their new Gemini 3 model 2 days ago, and with that it came a new version of Gemini CLI, but also Google Antigravity is their own take on like a agentic IDE tool. It's another VSCode clone, you know what I mean? Everybody's doing that, and we're gonna see how that goes. I think I'm just going to jump straight into it. I'm gonna take a look at the documentation to see, a high-level view of what is there. Okay, so yeah, models. Oh, you can use Cloud Sonnet 4.5 here. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting Google to also offer Cloud Sonnet and also GPT OSS. Okay, that's interesting. One thing that they mentioned that is kind of cool is that Antigravity can access Nano Banana directly. So it means it can, run and generate images for, generate some, banner, header, whatever. You can generate the stuff with Nano Banana. So that's quite cool. And yeah, it's okay. Agent modes. I guess gonna have the plan and planning and fast. Okay. Yeah, so there's just 2 modes. Okay. Okay, there's a review policy for this artifact. Always proceed. Agent never asks for review. Agent decides. Agent will decide when asked for review and request review. Okay, artifact. So this is the thing that they mentioned. I think Trey has something similar to that, which is when you plan, it creates this markdown file, and in Try, you could edit it. I don't know if you can do this here, but yeah, okay. So artifacts here are this thing generated similar to like if you're using like Claude Desktop, when you ask it to generate some stuff, generate some markdown files, some stuff, some artifacts. But I think this is used, I don't think these are checked into your repository. There are like these things that live on the agent only. So I'm not sure, I have to check. Okay, task groups. What is task group? When agent is planning mode, large and complex tasks are handled with task groups, which break down this problem into smaller, more okay. Okay, so this is just, they have some task lists. They say they have some interesting stuff. Okay, browser sub agent. Yeah, so this is something that I'm really excited to test because for other tools they integrate a browser, but normally that goes through Chrome DevTools MCP or some other browser MCP. But what Google say they have, that they have an agent just for navigating the browser. So maybe that's going to be much better for like, hey, go there, click there, do that stuff. I don't know. We're going to test it. Okay. Yeah, I can do MCP servers. Yeah, again, as I mentioned, I'm mostly using MCP to connect to external stuff, like Context 7 and whatnot. But yeah, okay, artifacts. Okay, so yeah, so these are the artifacts and the stuff that the agent has access. So task list, implementation plan, walkthrough. Yeah, so the walkthrough, if I recall correctly, is what generates in the end. Like, hey, this is what I've done, and this is how you can test it. I feel like this is kind of like a browser, not a browser, sorry, a PR description that explains what the PR does. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It can include screenshots and screen recording. So this is quite cool. Yeah, browser recordings. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So yeah, this artifact seems interesting. Editor, we're gonna have tab, command. Yeah. So they also have auto completion and tab to jump. I guess is the next added prediction thing. Cursor does it. A lot of others do. yeah, yeah. Let's see how that goes. That's interesting. Yeah, command is like the inline editing that cursor has. Agent side panel, and I guess they are like probably doing something similar to cursor now that and trying all the stuff that you have these two modes. We're gonna check. Okay, you can review stuff. Okay, that's basic. Yeah, so this is the agent view. You have all these workspaces. I wish they had. Yeah, let's see. It would be great if they supported work trees, but I'm not sure they do. Okay. Yeah, the docs are really nice. Okay. Yeah, we can expect whenever the browser agent sub agent is called. Yeah, we're gonna. I think these things we're gonna have to test. Okay. Terminal files. Yeah. So we need to install this extension. Um, yeah. So I'm going to install it in Chrome. Yeah, so they say a generous rate limit of Gemini 3 Pro. My main issue with Gemini CLI was actually that the rate limits were just outrageous. Like I remember, like I think I ran out of 2.5 Pro in like 1 hour, 40 minutes or something. And the difference between the 20, like the Pro plan, I think is like $20, and the AI Ultra, which is like $200, is like 33% more requests, which is kind of like nuts, right? So we pay 10 times more to only get 33% more, like 1.33x. I know it is, the AI Ultra includes a lot of other stuff, like even storage on Google and whatnot, but yeah. So I will see that. Let's see how that thing is. And, this is within the public review. Maybe this is not going to be, yeah, no, yeah. I'm just worried about how expensive or how limited will be the rates for this. This is my main concern with this Google stuff. But yeah, that's it. Let's install it. Okay, let's see it. Okay, so for installation, you can probably just download it here. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to brew.sh and I'm going to search for Antigravity. Yeah, it already is already here. So that's how I'm going to install. So I'm going to go brew install Antigravity. That's how it should already detect it as a cask. And yeah, and then this should be here. All right. So, yeah, by the way, let me just kill some stuff here. All right, so let's open Antigravity. Open. And we are in. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to start fresh. Gonna go with dark mode. Yeah, but let's go with the recommended settings and then we can adjust everything else. Yeah, I'm going with normal. Even though I like Vim, normally this Vim mode just drives me crazy because it's not like Vim, and then all my commands that I have in my NeoVim thing are not there, and then I just get lost doing weird stuff. Install operating state. Yeah, what is this extension? Okay, TypeScript. Kind of weird. I don't need any of those. So yeah, I'm not going to install this. Oh, okay. Language extensions are okay. So maybe, yeah, maybe it needs Go for like maybe there's some LSP thing. Yeah, okay. AGI. Oh, I see what you did that. I see what you did there. Okay, I see. AGY. Okay. Okay. Artificial generic Y intelligence. Okay, I'm gonna sign in with Google. I'm gonna sign in with my, yeah, let me sign in with that. Okay, so different than with my Gemini CLI video, I'm not gonna use my company's account that paid for Gemini. I'm going to use my own account, so yeah. All right, it asks for the privacy policy, and we're in. That's interesting. Where it got these workspaces from? Maybe these are places where I start like Gemini CLI. Okay. All right. So okay. So Agent Manager is a different thing. Can I close this? Okay. So I can start here, and then I do Command E to open the editor. Okay. Okay. Next. Okay. So I like that. We can let's do the project setup, shall we? Right, so as usual for the project template, I'm going to use the same old one. Create a repository, expensify, Antigravity. And I'm going to create a repository. And as soon as this is done, I'm going to clone it. Let me open this. And I'm going to come here, GitHub CLI. All right. Get me trust. And let's add this. Okay, open local folder. github.com. Expensify anti. Okay, let's just Antigravity. Look at how many Expensify things I have. Look at that. Okay, Antigravity. Yes, I trust the authors. So I can do this, and I'm in the editor. Okay, nice. And I can open the terminal here. Can I open a terminal here? Yeah. Okay, so this thing is not. Okay, I need to use the other thing. Yeah, let me see. Let me make this a little bit bigger so people can see it clearly. Same here. Yeah, this should be good enough. Okay, so we do have the agent side thing. Okay, so while in the editor, I will do the usual project setup. So first, I want to know in Antigravity how I can set up MCP. Okay. So this is just like, yeah, default stuff. So let me install Prisma, for example, here. And yeah, okay. By the way, let me do npm install is install. Okay. How do I add? I think the about the agents file. I think it uses agents MD. So settings, agent. Okay, I can use that to do this. Okay, let me. How do I set up the MCP stuff? Yeah, probably is here somewhere here. Okay, so this is the workspaces. Here maybe. Where is MCP? Yeah, how did I set up the Gemini thing? Should probably be the same, right? So if I come here, cat, so ls, expensify Gemini. Yeah, so it's a Gemini.md, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave it here. But I think it supports agents.md as well. Rename Gemini.md. Agent modes and settings. Okay, let's read the docs. Top of the editor agent panel. So I need to be here, not on that thing. And then I can come on MCP servers, manage MCP servers, view raw config. Okay, so this is a shared thing. Yeah, I'm not going to use any MCP servers. So I'm going to delete this. And yeah, that as well. So it likely means that I don't need this anymore. So I'm just going to delete this as well. Git Ad-hoc, git commit -n project setup. So that should be good enough. Okay, so I guess I can. Yeah, I think there's no difference here between these and everything else, right? Let me. Okay, I think that's it. I'm not going to do any more setup. I'm just going to go straight into what we've been doing forever. So let's go. All right, so as usual, I'm going to do this prompt here. I'm going to copy this, open Antigravity, and I'm going to do /product. I don't think I can do, I don't think I can put a file. Yeah, this should work actually. Pure domain, and yeah, this is just going to be tasks. And yes, so I'm just going to, actually I'm going to remove this. All right, so this is in planning mode using Gemini 3 Pro High. And I think they have usage enabled for, for even I am on the even the I that I am on the free plan, I'm still gonna have some usage here. If I read the limit, I'm gonna upgrade for Gemini, for AI Pro plan. Yeah. Okay, so this is okay. So I can select stuff and leave comments. Okay, this is cool. I didn't approve anything. What do you mean I approved? Oh, okay. Wait. My bad. I okay. Something was wrong here. Sorry. Let's make changes to the plan. I don't want to do upfront database design. Instead, I want to evolve the database as we implement new features so we can keep things focused and simple. and only introduce complexity as we implement new features. Yeah, whatever. Okay, how can I see the artifacts? Okay. No, wait. It's already creating stuff. No! Okay. Let's try again. Review changes. How do I reject everything? Okay. Your goal now is not to create any code, but just to create tasks. Oh, I don't think it has the instructions. Described in, yeah, that's the issue. Gemini MD. Okay. Yeah, I didn't got the instructions. Settings. Advanced settings. Okay. Yeah, it does have it here, the rules. Yeah, but by the way, I would likely, if I was doing this again, I would have like a workflow for planning tasks and whatnot. But I just want to see how that thing compares. Yeah, maybe these here don't have the Gemini CLI context as the other one. I mean, they created this task one MVP plan. Doesn't make any sense. Okay, this is much better. But this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to let's open the editor. Source app. Docs, tasks, task one MVP plan. I'm just gonna drop this file, delete, and I'm gonna rename this to be task one, rename task two, rename task three, rename task four, rename task 5, and rename task 6. So let's see. So it already realized that this is already done, and actually it's just going to verify the flow, org management. Okay, let me just do docker compose -d. Oh, that's likely also gonna fail. Yeah, because of I changed to, I changed to Docker desktop, and I didn't know how this is even possible, but yeah, I need to do this change. Don't even ask me. Okay, so yeah, let me do. Okay, let me review the tasks, and yeah, this is good enough. So it kept the description really high level, which means we're likely going to need to do like a plan on each of these tasks, which is fine. Okay, so yeah, let's just open this, stage everything except this compose thing. Gonna do docs, yeah, and also this and this should not be here. Docs, blend tasks. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna discard these changes, and I'm gonna start a new thread here just to see how that goes. And I'm gonna say npm, cp.example npm test reset, and I'm gonna do npm test. pm test db push npm db push test. This tests are like, this thing is horrible, but yeah, npm test. Okay, let me go to package JSON, and I'm going to do this here, and I'm gonna say, can you set up a vtest setup file for server things similar to what we have with vtest setup, but for the rest of the app? vtest.server.setup.yes, then configure it on the vtest config. This file, I'm thinking of just setting up the mock calls like we have in test yes. So we don't have to do that for all tasks. We're gonna see how that goes with a more well-defined thing. So let's see how the UI looks here, and also what happens if I come back here. Okay, yeah, so I can see both things. I see both things running, and I can jump in here. Do the same thing running here. Okay. And so this here, I'm just going to archive. How do I archive this? Okay, I think I just leave it there. Inbox. Okay, let's come here. Okay, so the agent decided that, okay, so that's the agent decides thing. And let's see the artifacts. How do I see the artifacts? Okay. Artifacts, implementation plan. Okay, so then the artifacts open in the main pane. Okay, let's see the changes. Changes of view. I can accept all. Okay. So, all right, that's set up here. What have you changed to here? I'm confused. Nice. Okay, that's perfect. Let's see the walkthrough. That's really cool. That's wild. Okay, that's great. Let's do perfect. So I'm gonna accept all. So to wrap things up, let's make sure we have no lint or type check issues. So we're gonna have like a clean start. Okay, that's fine. PM format right. Okay, perfect. All right, so great. I'm going to generate a commit message. Let's see how that goes. I hope this doesn't use Gemini 3 Pro and use something like Flash. Error generating message. Oh, I didn't stage anything. Proper system setup. Okay, whatever. This is good enough. Okay, I'm unsure like whether I should start things here, but I think I like this idea here. Okay, I can do command N, and I can do, let's do test 001. I'm gonna give some extra context. You can check sent emails at localhost 8025 to a browser. That's useful for testing the testing. Logging in to the magic link that is already implemented. Okay, let's see. Okay, Go. Did it approve? Okay, so now I realize why it approved. I was not the one that approved that other plan. The agent decided to approve it. Okay, so it decided to approve this plan automatically. Let's take a look, see what it's doing, and implement the foundational. I mean, this is already done. That's horrible. That's actually horrible. That's such a. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna stop. User shouldn't have role. Role will belong to the user org membership, since we want to support one user belonging to more than one org. And also we want as for yeah, we shouldn't modify did the task 001. There's nothing about role here, right? Yeah, it kind of just invented that. Yeah, kind of sucks. Continue. Okay, so yeah, it's running the test now. The implementation plan was a little bit weird. Yeah, you know what? Why? Oh! What are you doing? So it read the task two, and it is already doing task two. Okay. You know what? I give up. I'm gonna let it do both task one and task two because, yeah, yeah. This is stupid. Really stupid. But yeah, let it cook. Let it cook. I don't know why it did that, but it decided to. Uh, yeah. Okay. So it updated. Okay. It made a decision. It is not what we decided before, and it's fine. So this is reaching AGI. You know, like it is like making decisions on its own. What? What do we have in source pages? Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna close this. I'm gonna leave the agent here. And it's creating custom pages and everything. But yeah. Okay. Okay, so yes, let's do pnpm. Oh, we can run things here directly. Okay, pnpm dev. Oh, dev. Yeah, let's go. Oh, but this thing doesn't have that. So this one is better because I can do command and click the link to open. Small thing, but yeah. I mean, I created this custom UI. Example.com, signing with email, localhost 8025, sign in. I mean, it didn't create any tests. You are just missing tests. You need to implement tests. Also, yeah. Remember that for the next time. Task is only done when there are tests for the routers, for the TRPC routers. There are lint, type check, and format check are all passing. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Perfect. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come here. Okay. Now write improve Gemini GMD with some of the tips I've told you and with some of important learnings for future sessions. Okay, so let's see if I can create an org. I mean, wait a second. Okay, that's good. All right, so I'm gonna call this kind of task one. Yes, task one is done, but task two is not. Okay, let's come here. Yeah, honestly, I liked cursor changing here, or try the way that it changes between one mode and the other more. But I guess this is interesting because you can, I can have this closed actually. And the only reason why I have this running, yeah, I can just when you git status, git add dot, git status, git commit -m, git task one. So this task one with a little bit of task two, it's weird. So yeah, let's just start a new task. So let's just come here. Let's do task 002. But some changes, some of the some parts might already been done. Yeah, I want to see the browser thing. So let's set up the browser. Browser setup, install extension, add to Chrome, add extension. Okay, nice. Okay, I guess this is all we need. Okay, let's see the implementation plan. Okay, let's see the changes to the schema. Yeah, so it adds invitation. Yeah, it's quite. I mean, one thing is for sure, Gemini 3 is quite fast, and yeah. So it is fast. It is fast, and it runs. Yeah, it does. It seems to kind of like go a little bit overboard, you know. Okay, you shouldn't mock the database. This project uses transactional testing. Check test as an example. Check user test as an example. Also write that information nicely in Gemini.md so you don't forget. I don't need to call that. Yeah, I actually just realized that we don't need that. Okay, let me Gemini transactional testing. Okay, I think we just wait. By the way, I need to get some water. Be right back. All right, I'm back. This is done. Yeah, let's see the walkthrough. Okay. Yeah, I need to come here. npm dev. Go to /orgs. Okay. Create a first organization, my org. Settings and members. Someone at example.com. Send invite. Okay. It's kind of like hard coded, but yeah. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna open a new tab, localhost this, accept invitation. Yeah, because I need to log in. So yeah, needs to improve that. Localhost 2000, sign in, someone at example.com, localhost 8025. Do this. Gonna come here, accept invitation. There's an issue. Yeah, it needs to. I thought I had to await instead of use. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna send this whole thing there. I'm just gonna paste it here. Let it fix. But yeah, okay. So I can come here in my org and I cannot see anything. Okay, perfect. Okay, I can refresh this. Yeah, this is good enough. think we can improve that later. Interesting. Yeah, okay. TypeScript restart, yes, server. Okay, let's do npm check here. Let me do package check. npm lint npm nice and then check. Okay, I like that. Perfect. I think this is good enough. We have this thing done. So yeah, that's good. That's good. Let's come here. Let's stage everything. Generate a commit message. Just gonna go with whatever it generates. Okay, perfect. So now I want to come here and I want to do something. Let's do. We now have a good base for orgs, but our UI is still too bad. Let's do some UI improvements. We need a clean landing page, a org specific app shell so we can navigate between org pages, just dashboard and members for now. Invitations for now. A signed in but non-org specific app shell for cases like editing profile, first when no org is selected, no org yet, when creating a new org, etc. Then we need to rearrange these things, and also I need you to implement a user preferences user preferences page to update the user name. Okay, perfect. Let's just throw it at. I know this is kind of like moving away from the plan, but I just want to see how well it does when I just throw something like that. Because I think this seems like where it shines, honestly, like doing these ad hoc tasks. I just throw at it, and then it's gonna plan, analyze stuff, and do it. So I just want to see how it behaves. Okay, so it is thinking. Oh, I can stop following. Okay. Oh, did the app just crashed? I think the app crashed. Come on, Antigravity, don't do that on me. Okay, maybe I can open the agent tab here. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna close this. Oh, I closed everything. Oh, my bad. Oh, God. Yeah. Continue, sorry. I'm gonna. Okay, I can follow along. I can review changes. Yeah, I'm gonna stop the dev server. What are the artifacts? I want to see the artifacts. Okay, it's going crazy, adding some stuff. Okay, so it just shows up the last three. Yeah, okay, I'm just going to accept. I don't even know what it. Okay, yeah, it's doing the how do you call it? The app is the route groups thing. So we have workspace, dashboard. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so dashboard is the user thing, and workspace is a specific thing. Okay, yeah. Yeah, let's see how that goes. I'm gonna wait a little bit and I'm gonna be right back. Okay, so yeah, I have an issue. I just reached the quota. I'm not sure if I upgrade, I will be able to. Hmm. Oh, yeah, I think this is gonna. Yeah, let's. Can I do this? So Gemini 3 is a nice model, but then I can just switch to Sonnet 4.5. But yeah, okay. So this is the issue with Gemini 3. I mean, the Gemini CLI was the same. I'm gonna try the Gemini 3 low as well. Yeah, let's run this npm dev. Let's see how it is looking. And it's horribly looking, these borders. And this is killing me. Okay. All right, this is let's go to the localhost page. Let's see the landing page. Okay, get started. Orgs, member settings. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Nice. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's cool. I can use with Sonnet. I really wanted to test Gemini 3.0. I'm gonna try a little bit with Gemini 3.0 low, and yeah, let me try to do this. Perfect. It seems great. Can you use the browser to manually test everything is still working? Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, so the thing serves for both high and low, the quota. Okay, nice. We can see it using it. Sorry, I moved to the wrong place. And let me do this and this. Okay. Yeah, this is quite cool. You will be able to complete the authentication because you can navigate to localhost 8025 to see all the sent emails. Yeah, I want to see. That's really cool. Yeah, we have all these artifacts of the thing running. Okay, so this is the browser agent that was mentioned. Can I click for him? Yeah, it failed to navigate because the thing was an email. Oh, I clicked. Yeah, I messed up him. Okay, so let's go back to. How do I go back? Okay, this is. I clicked the link for you. You should be able to continue testing now. Already logged in. That's quite cool. While that goes, you can check the recordings. Okay, it's running here. Creating an org. That's cool. That's cool. Nice. Yeah, okay, this is cool. Yeah, this was the thing struggling. Yeah, I shouldn't have clicked because by clicking. Yeah, my bad. Okay, that's cool. Dashboard test. That's really cool. I guess this walkthrough will have all this stuff, maybe? Okay, yeah. This browser agent is cool, much better than my previous experience with with other things. But I get you can get something similar. But I like the whole integration. That's amazing. But yeah, honestly, I will end up this video soon. First, because I have to travel tomorrow, and second, because I ran out of model usage in 1 hour. This is similar to my experience with Gemini CLI. Fortunately, here I can switch to Sonnet 4.5, which is good enough and is what I use on my daily basis. But yeah, I'm gonna stop the video soon. That's it. That was great. Just gonna commit those things, and that's gonna be it. Just a cool thing. This is the generated walkthrough, so it shows it collected all everything here, like what happens. So you can, yeah, the screenshots. That's really nice, really nice. I wish I could like generate like a pull request from this, right? Like having these things in a pull request would be crazy useful, right? But yeah, I will just git add dot git commit the sham uh, fit UI redesign, whatever. That should be good enough. Yeah. Right. So closing thoughts on Gemini 3, anti-gravity, and yeah, and this overall experience. So first, I'm sorry that this has to be a shorter video. Although some people like shorter videos, but yeah, I have to travel tomorrow morning, and I still haven't packed anything. So yeah, I'm gonna upload this video scheduled for release next week. But yeah, the overall, and I mean, why I'm saying that because it's gonna be already next week when you're watching that. But yeah, my overall thoughts here are the model. I saw some people on Reddit saying that it was like really good at debugging complex things and figuring itself out, but also was really used to go like overboard. I'm not sure if this has to do with the agent authorizing its own plan, because normally when I do plan, I always review the plan and I have some interactions with it, and maybe that keeps it from going like overboard and doing crazy things. So we saw this year it was trying to do extra steps. So yeah, it's not great, but also I recognize that my whole setup it's not great, and I guess as my setup gets outdated and these new tools comes in, there's like new expectations. And maybe if this was a better organized agents file, with custom rules for different places, custom commands for the planning things like OpenSpec or something, the results would be better. But truth is that these work better in almost all the other ones. But yeah, that being said, the model was really fast, really good. The main problem that I had is the same that I had with Gemini 2.5 Pro, which is the limit usage. I just hit the limit in 1 hour, and that's crazy to me. Yeah, and then but yeah, it is a cool thing. I like I liked the auto completion. I like the whole ID experience. But honestly, this puts this on. It's kind of like a cursor competitor. It lacks some features as a new entrant. I think they should implement work trees because even cursor now has that. But yeah, I like some features, and but I think it's a valid competitor to cursor if it wasn't of this usage limit thing. I don't know. Maybe if you are on AI Ultra, but my experience with like reading the docs and whatnot, it seemed that the 5 hour limit, uh, pro users have 1,500 requests, and the max, sorry, the AI Ultra users have 2,000. So that's like 33% more, which is crazy. So yeah, the pricing on Gemini is what worries me. And I still would prefer For most tasks, I think I still would prefer CLIs. I think I like controlling my environment, but this is me, right? Some people just like, this is my IDE. Like I just go with cursor, try now Antigravity or whatever, and then I call it a day, and that's my setup. And I think that's valid. If that's you, I think this is worth taking a look. I really liked the artifacts. I really liked, uh, yeah, the browser thing was really good, and the model is amazing. But yeah, probably I don't know how to compare it to all the other ones that are there already. So I would suggest you trying all of them. I'm surprised that they support Sonnet. I'm not sure how the pricing will be. I think they don't even know the limits and whatnot. We're gonna have to wait. This is early preview. But yeah, I'd say the experience was interesting, positive. There were some nice things that happened here. But yeah, still for me, not ready for prime time for everyday work. Maybe you can bring in to do some specific tasks. And if people are right, the people are saying that, and we saw this here. I think it is closer to GPT. So the way that I normally use the models is that I have this feeling, and from experience, that Sona is fast, is normally good, but whenever it encounters some complex errors, it's just like get lost, and then you have to help Sonnet a little bit more, right? You have to steer it, you have to have a good, nice plan defined for it. Otherwise, it just go crazy. So, and then GPT seemed like I could do like this really almost like one shot prompting, and even if the thing was not set up, if I was not too worried about like having everything perfect for it, it would figure things out. And I feel like uh, Gemini 3 was similar. There were some things that was misconfigured. It just looked, okay, how do I need to fix that? I just look on the package JSON. But it was not a mind-blowing experience. I don't think this is like, oh, this is gonna turn the whole AI world upside down. It's just another model. I don't know. I have to play more with it to have a clear opinion on if it is better or not. But that's it. That's going to be this video for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. That's going to be great. We'd appreciate that. And leave a like if you like this video. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.